What's up, family? What is going on? I'm looking rough. I'm sorry. Uncharacteristically not together. Uncharacteristically not together. My bad. Welcome. This is not good. This is not good at all. But welcome. I am Marc Clark, and please do not judge me. Normally, I'm much more sophisticated than this. My look is not together, but it's okay because I want to talk about Snowfall Season 6. Snowfall Season 6. Man, let me tell you something. So I'm just off binging. I'm just off binging BMF. So I was in, when you're in binge mode, whatever you're watching, you kind of adapt to the energy of that. So, the BMF situation, BMF is based on real life. I mean, real life situation. So it's a little different, really trying to dive into, the culture of the time. Actually, I mean, it's the same as a series, really, because obviously it's not perfect. It's dramatized. Is that a word? But it's based on reality. And so I guess some would say Snowfall is the same way, loosely. But there's a different pace. For those of us who love Snowfall, it's going to be a different pace than obviously the BMF. But anyway, shout out to BMF. I'm enjoying that series too. But yes, Snowfall is like, I mean, it's almost like a meal that you don't ever want to end, a party you don't want to stop. It's an event at your friend's house or your family member's house that is so enjoyable, you don't ever want it to leave. But it's going to leave. This is it. Last season, Snowfall. And now, we're getting ready to say goodbye to an amazing series and to an amazing cast and some amazing acting. And so you knew when Franklin and Uncle Jerome were going to have to sit down, you knew it was going to be on and popping. I don't have to get you caught up. I'm not trying to reveal much. It really is more about the energy. I just wanted to hop on and say something because, again, for those of us who love acting and love great television, great theater, I just think these guys are killing it. And the first thing that was interesting, hopping into the new season, the first two seasons are out. The first two episodes are out. It's a slow burn. It's going to be a slow burn, baby. Put things back in place, prepare for this finale. And, again, coming off the BMF kind of energy, it was definitely a slow burn first episode. And then the second episode with the sit down, though, it gave us what we know we're going to get, right? And so Jerome finally sits down with Franklin, or Franklin finally sits down with Jerome at the suggestion of his mother, encouragement of his fiance. Her famous last words are basically, listen to your mama. Listen to your mama, sit down with Jerome, make it right with the family, right? So here it is, we're in the little diner, bodega, whatever you want to call it. Jerome, Jerry curl strong. Jerome strong curl. I'm talking about the curl with the beard, the originator. You know what I'm saying? That's when it first came out. You know what I'm saying? Strong. And Jerome we all got friends who have an uncle like Jerome, or either Jerome is your friend's dad, your uncle, your cousin, or your dad. Oh man, Jerome, boy, we all know this guy. We know him in and out. And so always afraid of him. You do not want to ever fight with Jerome. Okay, he's a killer. And everybody knows that. But so then you have, of course, Franklin. Franklin, the small, thin, powerful. He's powerful now. But I mean, he physically, obviously, never a match with Jerome. That ain't ever gonna happen. But he's smart though, and he has grown into a man, a kingpin, if you will. And so the thing about this that's so exciting is you have two amazing young actors. And the thing that, I think gets overlooked a lot of times is the kind of scenes that you see in movies like Snowfall or shows like Snowfall. They don't come around a lot. And as actors love those kind of scenes. I think, sadly, actors don't get a lot, get an opportunity to work their craft like on this show. So even though, um, they're young, the opportunity for this may not come again. You know what I'm saying? How often do actors get a chance to really get these deep scenes that they can wrap themselves in and really express themselves over seasons, so we get the growth of the character and all that. So I'm just happy for these guys. And um, you know, both Amin Joseph and Mr. Idris, um, they're gonna have amazing careers. They already have. And so here we go. So Uncle Jerome starts off finally reflecting on this man child. He's in some ways created. He's in some ways created. You remember when he came and talked about why, they had him come out there and his mom. Now here he's this guy. And he says, at first he's talking glowingly about this amazing kid. You see it in his eyes. You see Franklin's face. Then he says, I got to wonder how I effed up so bad. Is it my fault that you became a scandalous, cutthroat? And he said, he called him, well, nobody wants to be called in the hood, especially by your Uncle Jerome. No, sir, you don't want to be called. No, sir, no, you didn't. Now, you can see the hurt in Franklin's face because, as much as they have beef, Jerome just did, one of the worst things you could do to somebody who was close to him. But you could see the hurt in his eyes when Jerome called him up. I'm not going to say it because, I got followers, but you know what he said. Not bitch made too. Oh no, bitch made. Oh man. But you saw the hurt in. So Franklin took it. Okay. All right. But then Franklin. Now here's the part that the different styles that you love. Jerome's always going to be super emotional. Jerome is strong, emotional. He's what do you call it? Volatile. You know what I'm saying? That's Jerome all the time. Jerome, something about to pop off at all times. Okay. Franklin, reserved, very thoughtful, very premeditative, logical. You know what I'm saying? So he got hurt. He's hurt. Jerome hurt him with emotion, with truth. He doesn't like to be feel that way. So he's going to come back to Jerome in his style. And he says, well, another way of seeing it is everything you have is because of me. In other words, okay, I got you. Okay, I got you. I'm bitch made. Okay, I'm this, I'm that, I'm bad. But everything you have, my older uncle, everything your grown ass has is because of me. And he didn't say it like that because Franklin's cool. He says, everything you have is because of me. He kind of had a little swallow in his throat when he said it too, just kind of like a little emotional. Let me go ahead and say it to you like this. And then he said, you was going nowhere doing nothing. You was going nowhere doing nothing. I tried to give you legacy. Something more than a subwoofer and a weight bench. Damn! I tried to give you legacy. I'm younger than you. You're older than me. I'm trying to give you legacy. Something more than a weight bench and a subwoofer. Damn, that's a bar. And so, of course, Jerome emotionally got that. And so you got to see it yourself, obviously. But Man. And the crazy part about that for me and the love of the series is it's so relatable because everything that happened in that scene and every moment and even the words, we all know somebody who was Jerome. He had a club, he was muscular, he had a curl. You know what I mean? It's like wherever you're from. I mean, I'm from the Midwest. You could be from the West Coast. You could be from Mississippi. Everybody knows somebody like Jerome. Now, I don't know if everybody knows somebody like Franklin. Let's keep it real. Everybody knows somebody like Jerome. But man, this scene was everything. And I was just sitting there, toes curled up. I was just like, yes. And if you haven't seen the scene, you got to see the scene, the sit down, iconic. Franklin has had multiple scenes like this. And here's the thing about, I'm black, so I say his character's name, not his real name. But the thing about Franklin, when you talk about a young actor, I don't know if any other young actors had this type of material, this type of, think about his sizzle reel, as far as he's had world-class scenes, consistent world-class scenes in his early 20s, right? He's just beginning, this dude. But yes, the sit down, baby. If you haven't checked it out, I try not to divulge too much, but, because it really is not my words. You got to see the scene. But again, Snowfall, season 6. It's the last season. I'll be hopping on, talking about it. Please join me, follow me, and let's enjoy this last season of this great series. All right? Peace.